Hi everybody, this is Jessica the Book Rock Goddess, and I am here to do a quick wrap-up of 4 or 5 books that I have read over the last 3 months, which would be May, June, and July. I know a few of you commented that you would like me to do a wrap-up, and I haven't done one in a while, and that's mostly because I've had so much going on, and secondly because I really hadn't read enough good books to really go over them, and I don't like to bash books. I mean, I didn't read anything that was really bad, except maybe 1 or 2, but nothing that, you know, blew me away except for these few. So I figured, well, it's a good time to just do a bunch because August starts a new month, and I did read a few, and I just read one that I just loved, so I figured, well, why not? So anyways, I'll get started. The first book is Covet by Melissa Darnell, and this is the sequel to Crave, and this is the Clan series. And basically what the series encompasses so far is a girl named Savannah Colbert, and she is a half vampire, half witch that has been shunned by the witch side of her family. Her family she comes from a long line of witches, and they in this town they're called the Clan, and they basically shun her because it's against their rules to have a vampire be with a witch. And there's a lot to it, and it really gets in depth why in this book more so than the first. The first really focuses on Savannah and Tristan, who is the golden boy from the Clan, and their relationship, and kind of like how their relationship develops, and the rocky road that it takes. And at the end it kind of like says whether they're going to be together, and that's kind of like where it picks up on this book. And it's kind of like a self-discovery for Tristan and Savannah in the sequel, and basically why the Clan hates the vampires and the vampires hates the Clan. So you kind of get a lot more in depth into it, and I mean I love the series. There's so much in this book. I mean, just so much in both books. I mean, I would highly recommend it to anyone who just wants to read a really good book, or especially to those people who love witches, who love vampires. I mean, this is the best of both worlds. I loved it. Amazing. I think I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. I don't see why I wouldn't give it 5 stars. I mean, I possibly could have gave it 4, but I don't think I did. I think I gave it 5. Okay, then I just finished this book a few days ago, and that is Unearthly by Cynthia Hand. Absolutely awesome. I was actually sitting down telling my mother about this book because my mother's a very religious woman, and I was telling her how the author wrote it in a perspective of someone who probably was raised in the church or whatever, that because she knew a lot about angels and then different things. And I thought this book was really good, and I was actually telling my mom about it, and she found it to be fascinating because, like I said, my mother's real religious. But this book was just really good. I mean, I found it very entertaining. I found it very different, very fast-paced. I love the angels in it. I love Tucker. There is a bit of a love triangle, but not to the point where it's like gushy type of love triangle. But I don't know. I couldn't say enough good things about this book. I think because it was the first, I may have only gave it 4 stars on Goodreads, and it was only because it's a first in a series, and she left a lot of questions for me at the end of this book. Luckily, I have book 2 and 3. I have all of them, so I can get to the next one and see where it's gonna head. So I'm hoping it heads in the direction I wanted to, but you know, that rarely ever happens. But I can still hope, so we'll see. I love this series so far. Okay, next is a book that I thought was absolutely 100% amazing, and it's kind of a toss-up so far for one of my favorites for the year. I have a top 10, and I think this will definitely be in my top 10, and that is Altered by Jennifer Rush. And this is, okay, I don't know about you, but this has 4 hunky guys, 1 girl, and a lot of action. I mean, what more can you ask for? I loved this book. At times it was very predictable. Don't get me wrong. It was very, but if you're in the mood for something with just hunky awesomeness, this is it. This is it. This felt, it was definitely time for me to read a book that just, about gorgeous men, and I loved it. And it mixes some elements that I love too. It's got the science fiction elements because these boys have been experimented on. They live in this girl's basement. These scientists and these government people have been experimenting on them, and then one day they escape, and they take off, and they take the girl with them. And it's all about them finding out who they really are because they have no memories of who they are. This was just a fantastic read and very fast paced. I think I read it like in a day and a half. And I probably would have finished it in a day had I started it earlier that day. But I think I started it at 10, 11 o'clock at night. But, I mean, my goodness, it was amazing. And I believe this is a debut. And I'm pretty sure this is a debut book. I'm pretty sure this is her debut, but I'll have to check on this. But it was fantastic, and I am so looking forward to the second one in that. And I believe I gave it 4 stars just because of some of the predictability in it, but it was awesome. I don't even know what to say. I can't say anything bad about it, that's for sure. Okay, well, no, not last. This is second to last. My last one, I'll tell you about in a second, but this is A Fractured Light by Jocelyn Davies, and this is a sequel to A Beautiful Dark. And oh my goodness. Oh, I loved it, loved it, loved it. I'm not sure if I liked it more than the first or the same. I don't know. This picks up almost exactly where the first one left off, and it was just amazing. You still have Skylar, you still have both of the gorgeous boys, Asher, and then I think the other one's Cam. Wait a minute, what is his name? I'm thinking it's Cam. Why am I not remembering? I'm pretty sure it's Asher and Cam. I could be wrong. So, at this point in time, I can't remember his name. Oh, go figure. But anyways, the only problem I have with this book and the sequel is the guy that I liked in the first one, I'm not sure if I trust him now. Because in this one, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I'm almost feeling that he's hiding something or that he might be manipulating her in some way. And I want the third book so bad to find out. I mean, this was amazing. I think I gave it 5 stars. It was just so good. I love the first one. I love this one. It's got angels. It's got action. It's got so much going on with it. And if I tell you too much, I'll give it away. It's just, it is great. And this was one of the best angel books I've ever read. Just, it has the light, the dark. It's just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, now on to the book that I cannot find. I have no idea if I loaned this to someone or if I laid it down somewhere, reshelved it somewhere on one of my bookshelves. I can't find it. Anyways, it is the sequel to Because It's in My Blood. Or no, what is the name of that book? Because It Is My Blood. That's right. Thank you. It's by Gabrielle Zevin, and it's called. No, Because It Is My Blood is the sequel name. It is the sequel. Yeah. What's the name to the first one? Blood and Chocolate. All these things I've done. Sorry. She's telling me because I can't for the life of me remember. I'm really tired, so I can't remember the names. But it's by Gabrielle Zevin. Both books are amazing. It's kind of a mobster-ish, futuristic mobster-ish, dystopian-ish kind of book. Love, love, love it. I love books like that. It's just really, really good. I didn't like this one as much as I liked the first, but I still really loved it. And I don't know if I didn't like it because of some of the things that happened with the girl's love interest, or not really sure, but I loved it. If you guys get a chance to check it out, make sure you check it out. It's just really, really good. But yeah, that one I'll probably show it to you guys another time, just when I do my favorites video or something like that, because I'll have to find it. but I love, love, love that series. Okay, that is all I have to show you. It's then for my reviews, and hopefully I'll do better, or I'll have a better reading month in August, and I can show you some of the other books that I read, and we'll see. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.